What is going on, guys? I'm bringing you the 2014 Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray. It's finally in Forza Motorsport 5. This is one of the cars that just got released in a new pack. We've been waiting for this car for a while now. Gran Turismo 6 has had it, just way too long. And that was the only game. Well, there was probably other games, but that was one of the most popular games where most of us could test out the car, right? And we all wanted to see it in Forza 5. I really wanted to see it in Forza 5, so I'm really pleased that they finally brought into this game. And, you know, it doesn't disappoint. Like, it's top notch, just like the other Corvettes. To me, even better. I mean, when I knew I was going to get into this car, I knew it was going to be a good drift build only because of the other Corvettes I've done. I mean, every single Corvette I've done a drift build for, it's always performed excellent. So I knew I'd have no problem, and I was right. You know, I had no problem making this a drift build, and it's a hell of a fun car to use, and I'm rocking it. I'm loving it, and to me, the tune is great. Obviously, you guys can make your adjustments, but anyways, right here, we're actually in the cockpit. I took it into Forza Vista because I wanted to show you guys the extreme details they did with this car. It just looks fabulous. Turn 10 did a great job mapping out this car and putting it in this game. And if you guys are wondering what kind of color I have on the car, it's actually a white color with a little of a blue tinge to it. It's one of those specialty colors that I used, or specialty paints. And to me, it looks pretty good. If you guys want to know the specialty paint I used, it was actually Metal Flake. But anyways, so we're in the upgrade section. Now, honestly, this is obviously your decision. So you guys can do your own upgrades and put the amount of power you want. But to me, 611 horsepower at 580 pounds-foot of torque with 2,600 pounds in weight. I think it's just perfect. If you want to add a supercharger or turbocharger, by all means, do whatever you want to do. I'm just letting you guys know that it is a pretty loose car as it is, and I don't know how it would react to too much power, because it can be difficult to handle at 600 horsepower. I mean, if you boost it to 700 horsepower, I don't know how you're going to be able to do it. But if it works for you, go right ahead. You know, I'm not stopping you. I'm just trying to guide you all, so you guys can just make your own decisions. Same with the upgrades and the tuning. One thing I want to get into is actually the tuning won't be after the upgrades like I normally do. It's actually right before I start the actual race on the track. So it's if you guys want to skip to that part, you can go ahead. These are just my upgrades and just specific choices I used on rims, tires, stuff like that. Really all your decision. But when we get into the gearing, I want to let you guys know that fourth gear, you do not want to leave stock no matter what. Don't leave stock. Like, at least upgrade your gearing. That's why I took it on the track, because I mean, when I left it stock, it was just horrible. So I had to change the gearing up around, and it's perfect to me now. You know, fourth gear is actually useful, whereas before, I mean, I was running off third gear. You know, right when I get into fourth, it would just, the RPMs would just drop down ridiculously, and I just couldn't do anything with it. So I mean, there was no difference between fourth gear and fifth gear when I had it like that. So when you leave it stock, you might as well just like smash your car on a wall, because that's what you're gonna get. You're not gonna be able to drift worth shit. So all I'm telling you guys is, if you guys want to drift well with this car, I recommend you guys at least fiddle with the gearing. You don't have to do it the way I did it, but fourth gear, trust me, it's bad. So you want to, everything else though was good. Fourth gear, they just fucked me over with. You know, I thought they were going to come up with a good gearing setup, but no, fourth gear just, I mean, it could be good for a different setup, maybe racing or something, but it's not meant for drifting. So that's all I'm saying. Anyways, I just had to heat up my tires. You know, it took me quite a bit, but I wanted to get it just perfect. And we rocked this first turn right here, getting almost 6,000 points, just wicked. And I mean, it's a great handling car at 2,600 pounds with just over 600 horsepower. It handles fabulous. It looks fabulous. I mean, you can't complain, you know. I mean, I know a lot of people have had negative feelings about this car. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Corvettes, I'm not gonna lie, but I can appreciate them, and this car it's a pretty good looking car. I actually, specifically, I like the tail lights around the edges, you know, how they're blackened out a bit. It looks really cool, and I kind of like the rear view mirror, how it kind of goes up there. It's all has really good balance. That's pretty much what I can say. It's just a really looking like it has a balanced look to it, you know. It just looks amazing. Even though I'm not a big Corvette guy, I really do like this car. It's a nice car, and for all the people who love the Stingrays, you know, this is for them, and it's nice to see. So anyways, guys, I would appreciate if you could give it a like. I would really appreciate it, actually. Comment what you think and subscribe. Watch Dogs will be coming out tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. See ya.